All right, so here I am in SilverLeaf. I've done many videos about SilverLeaf, the master plan community, being a non-CDD community. I've done comparisons to other communities, and I'll have all those in the description today. But today in SilverLeaf, one of my favorite communities in a section of SilverLeaf known as Johns Island. And the neighborhood I'm talking about is Courtney Grove. Now, I've done a lot of business over in New Brook, which is a very popular part of SilverLeaf where you can build those larger homes, but it's a Toll Brothers community. And so we've done really well over there, but now I'd like to really make sure people know about Courtney Grove here in Johns Island. Courtney Grove is a very exclusive community by a builder known as ICI. Now, ICI is national, but they are a family-owned business and they have phenomenal floor plans. And I have to say, ICI's service has been quite fantastic in the last 2 or 3 years. They really ramped up their service altogether. So Courtney Grove, it's an ICI community, 70 and 80 foot lots. You can build your heart's desire here in St. Johns County. You can build 3, 4, 5, 6,000 square feet. You can have 3, 4 garages, whatever your heart's desire. And today I'm going to show you a tour of the Brooke model by ICI. And you might have seen previous tours, home tours of the Brooke model, but today I'm going to show you the new and improved Brooke model by ICI. It can be built on a 70-foot lot or an 80-foot lot, and I'm going to give you some great ideas and understandings of how you should build this home. So stick with me. Let's take a look at this Brooke model by ICI Homes. All right, so what I love about the Brooke floor plan is that you can build it however which way you want. With ICI, that's their claim to fame. They will do those customizations for you. So in this particular Brooke today, you're gonna notice that we have 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 3-car garage. But again, you can make it a 4-car garage, you can make it a 6-car, a 6-bedroom house, you can add an in-law suite, and I'm gonna show you where you can do that. But for this sake right here, since this is a model, this would be a 2-car garage here where you see the windows entry to the model, and this would be a 1-car garage. Right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you, when you enter this home, sometimes you'll see an entrance of a Brooke slanted, the front doors are slanted, or flat. I always recommend make sure when you're building this home to make sure that your front door entryway is straight, not the slanted entrance, because that will affect how you enter into the home. On the slanted doors on the older Brooke models, you are walking right into the stairway up to the 2nd floor, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But really quick, again, you can build this floor plan on a 70-foot lot or an 80-foot lot. The difference is the base price of the home, okay? Average lots here in this community for 70 and 80-foot lots is around $75,000, but some go as high as $130,000 because the backyard fans out over 200 feet. So you have some massive lots available here in this community in SilverLeaf. Great opportunities to build what you want. You can build this up to over 4,000, 4,800, 5,000 square feet, 4-car garage, whatever your heart desire. But the great thing about the Brooke is that it is a smaller footprint than the Monica, which is another home tour I did of ICI not too long ago. I'll make sure I post that video in the description as well. But this is a 2-story floor plan, so it doesn't have as big of a footprint. You still get that square footage, and it leaves you tons of backyard for the amazing outdoor living space, which I'm going to show you today. All right, welcome to the Brooke. Now, this isn't a newer floor plan. It's been around a little while, and so I like various iterations of a floor plan that's been around a while because there's always improvements. And one of the big ones for me is certainly this straight door entryway. A lot of folks in the past did it where the front doors were actually slanted at an angle. And so when you walked into the home, you would actually be facing the stairwell and feel like you're walking into the stairwell that goes upstairs. In this case, it's a flat double door, and if you look straight ahead, you're not staring directly to those stairs. So that's a #1 thing I always recommend. Make sure you get that flat entry, straight entry doorway so you're not walking into the stairwell when you enter the home. Now, as always, I'm going to go ahead and do The floor test, this is definitely an engineered wood. It's got more of a yellow oak rather than the white oak. Very popular, and I think as opposed to the white oak, it probably doesn't show as much traffic or dirt or damage from pets, kids, and whatnot. But obviously that's an option that you make in the design center. All right, as you enter the home, you're gonna notice straight to your right, this is one of your options that you have. When you purchase a home with ICI or any builder for that matter, I'm gonna help you pick out the most prized lot, because the lot is everything, right? Location, you can do anything to the home, but you can't move the home. So you're gonna pick a great lot, you're gonna pick an elevation, which is the front look of the home, and then of course you're gonna get into structural options. And one of those structural options is to the right as you enter the home is an office in this floor plan, okay? Now this office can also be a mother-in-law suite. So what does a mother-in-law suite look like? So the mother-in-law suite means that he or she may have her own bedroom, they have their own living room area, and they have a kitchenette. They can also have their own entry, which is right outside the front door as well, to that mother-in-law suite. Now, if you do that, you can still add those additional garages depending on picking the right lot. All right, with this structural designs choice, you're coming out of your garage here, and this is an office, okay? You can also make this a 6-bedroom. This current floor plan is a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath with an office, but you can make this a 6-bedroom as well. If you were to make it a 6-bedroom, this would be a closet. A closet is what makes it a bedroom, so for resale, if you wanted a 6-bedroom, the closet would be there. If you do have a closet and this is a bedroom, you lose the entrance from the garage. You can also make this a mother-in-law suite, okay? And this would be your living area with a kitchenette, and then you would have a separate bedroom and a bathroom back here as well, okay? And in that case, you can also add a separate entrance near the front door, entering the mother-in-law suite right here in this current space as I'm pointing to. Okay, so coming out of the mother-in-law suite or your office, I noticed right off the bat you have that grand foyer entry, I think at least 22 feet of ceiling there. And then to my left here is a formal dining area. Okay, now some people elect to do different things with this area because I'm going to show you the sunroom option, which is another dining option as well. But again, this is a formal dining area. And again, these large windows that seem like they're floor to ceiling, they're oversized windows. That is something that you get based on the selection of the elevation of the home, what you pick as the frontal look of your home. So in this particular elevation, you're gonna get those larger windows, which I think makes the house really spacious, very light and bright. To my right here is not wasted space. It's actually a closet that goes underneath your stairway for additional storage space, okay? So as you enter into the living room area, again, you're gonna notice these grand ceilings that are at least 22 feet high, and you have an open access to your loft area up there, but we'll get there in a minute. One of the things I like about this floor plan with ICI is you have lots of flexibility. So this wall here can be straight. It can also have windows on the top and sliders in the bottom. I like that option. You're gonna pay for it, but being able to walk through your front door and see sliders with this amazing outdoor living space is a great option. And it's, again, besides the high ceilings, and then having sliders to that outdoor living space is gonna extend the view and make it feel even a more spacious living area. Okay, so one of the big things about this Brooke floor plan that was a complaint in the past was that the kitchen felt a little small. So in this particular model, you're gonna see that they gave you the structural option to expand the kitchen and enlarge it, which I think is a must do. Another thing you will notice that they have an oversized island, and these days kitchen sells homes, so they've really improved in this floor plan by also giving you the option at design to expand that island, make it much larger. But wait, there's more. The other big thing I love about this floor plan as well is that you do not lose the access to a very nice sized pantry. And this pantry is the secret hideaway pantry that nobody knows about. But very well hidden, tucked away. You'll notice the built-ins, phenomenal job, tons of space. Most people don't even notice it when they're walking through this floor plan, okay? But this kitchen, again, going back to the kitchen, it's expanded. It's a must-do structural option. You'll see the double cabinets upgraded, all upgrades, because this is a model floor plan, okay? White appliances. This is a refrigerator. You have the white stove, the white microwave. Not sure if it's your thing, but it's one of those things that's kind of trendy right now. I think it kind of looks cool. It works for this floor plan. And again, as we expand this way, this dining area, they chose to make it a sunroom. All right, so if you choose to do that, you can have your sunroom here where they have additional breakfast dining area, or you can go ahead and keep your formal dining this way. To my right on this side of the kitchen is the entryway from your two-car garage. You have your half bath for guests right here off the kitchen and your laundry room. So great design, good flow, everything is open. So going back to the structural options, these are things that I think are really necessary, is expanding that kitchen in this floor plan. And Design Center, trying to get a bigger island, definitely is gonna do better for resales. You're gonna wanna have that sunroom area there, which they made into an additional dining space. And then finally, you're gonna wanna have that extended lanai, that structural option I always talk about in all my videos. You want to have that extended lanai because here in Northeast Florida, you're gonna love this outdoor living, because between November, February, March, it's gorgeous outside. It's beautiful, it's cooler. It's not like South Florida. So you're gonna be able to put a fire on, grill on, a nice dinner, so many options. But we'll get out to that outdoor space in a short bit because it is absolutely beautiful. Let's move on to the rest of this home. All right, coming into the master bedroom. This is the expanded master bedroom. Again, this is a must do because with the master bedroom expanded in your structural options, you're making your bathroom much larger, you're making the master bedroom or the primary bedroom larger, and you're also getting those floor to ceiling windows as part of that package. So again, primary bedrooms sell homes, okay? So does the bathroom. So really important to make sure that those structural options are part of your build process when you build this Brooke model. All right, so if you watch my videos, you know I like to test out the standalone tub because I'm 6 foot tall. This is very comfortable, very sturdy too. It's a Kohler, very nicely done. Again, with the expanded primary bedroom, you're gonna get the expanded primary bathroom. And again, bathrooms sell homes. So you've got your separate vanities, you've got this massive shower behind me, the standalone tub, and a big oversized walk-in closet as well in this Brooke model. So again, the expanded primary bedroom, the structural option is a must because again, primary bedrooms sell homes, bathrooms sell homes, and then of course, kitchens sell homes. So this is a must do. And of course, this is luxury. Who wouldn't love a primary bathroom like this? All right, we finally made it upstairs. Keep in mind, downstairs you have that primary bedroom, you have that office, additional bedroom or mother-in-law suite option up there. And then up here, you have 4 spacious bedrooms as well as a loft, but there are a lot of options up here as well. So to my left here at the top of the stairs, there's a little homework area, or you can make a little office. That's a structural upgrade to have access to that point. As well as the elevation of this home, you'll notice there's a porch in the front. Again, that comes with the elevation. These are all additional options. So behind me on this side of the wing is the 2 bedrooms with a bath that is shared by both. All right, so this bedroom seems really spacious. I think it's about 10 by 12, but very well done. 2 windows, very light and bright. This is bedroom number 1 upstairs, a double door closet, very spacious. Keep in mind, downstairs your ceilings are 10 feet high in downstairs area with 8-foot doors, and then upstairs your ceilings are 9 foot high with 8-foot doors. So it feels really spacious with those higher ceilings. And again, all the upgrades you'll see in here, like crown molding, raised baseboard, all upgrades that you're going to do in the Design Center. All right, so bedroom 2 upstairs, again, plenty of windows, light and bright. Also spacious, double door to the closet as well. You'll notice in all the bedrooms, most of them are carpeted when you're building new construction. At least for the upstairs portion of the home and the loft area, which I'm about to show you, you're going to want to at least do continuity with the flooring. Whatever you do downstairs, it's nice to do it on the stairwell and upstairs as well. Whether you want to expand it in the bedrooms, that's something you can do later on, or you can do it with the builder, which is certainly going to be costly. But for most cases, the builder will put carpeting in the bedrooms. On the other side of the wing upstairs, you have a loft area and 2 additional bedrooms that share a Jack and Jill bathroom. But behind me, as you see, this is a loft area. You actually have the option to expand this loft area above that extended lanai. Some folks choose to make it one larger room, or they can actually split it, make a media room with the wall in one section and make it a loft area. There's just so many options you can choose to do with this floor plan. Okay, again, on this wing you have 2 additional bedrooms. That's a total of 4 bedrooms with a loft, and you can include a media room. So awesome floor plan, so many different options you can do with the guidance of a real estate professional. All right, welcome to bedroom number 3, which is right off the loft area. This one would be my older daughter's room because this bedroom in particular has its own walk-in closet. It's connected to bedroom number 4 with a Jack and Jill, which has a double vanity. Again, bedrooms are very spacious, very light and bright. They do a very good job and generous with the square footage in these bedrooms upstairs. Okay, between bedroom 3 and 4, you have the Jack and Jill with a double vanity. And again, bedroom number 4, this does not have a walk-in closet, but has a double door, but it does have the option of a porch area that again comes with depending on the elevation of the home that you pick. I'm not a big fan of those porch areas upstairs because I don't know what my kids are going to be up to in their teenage years upstairs on that porch area, if you will. But it certainly has a great look aesthetically in the front of the house. As far as maintenance goes, and with my kiddos, not going to be an option. But again, with these 2 rooms off the loft with the Jack and Jill, this would be a great option for the kiddos. In my case, I only have 2 children, so 3rd bedroom over there, I would make an office, especially if I'm utilizing the office space downstairs as a mother-in-law suite. And then that 4th bedroom next to the office would be my guest bedroom for when people come into town. So again, floor plan has many different options depending on your needs for your family, whether you have an in-law situation or depending how many children you have. So many different options in the Brooke floor plan. Okay, so depending if you build this on a 70-foot lot or an 80-foot lot, your budget is going to need to be, to build this properly with the structural options I talked about today, you're going to be around the $1.2 to $1.5 million range, depending on the size lot, the structural options, the design, and finishes. Now, that doesn't include this amazing outdoor living space, okay? This is just to give you a ballpark, because what you're going to be paying for is depending on the lot, whether it's a $75,000 lot or a $110,000 lot. Then you're going to be talking about whether you're going to pay the base price of this home on a 70-foot lot is going to be in the $800,000 range. On the 80-foot lot, it's going to be in the $940,000 range. And then again, from there, the structural options and then your design center visit is going to tell you where you end up. So as a ballpark, I'm going to say you can build this home in a 70-foot lot beautifully for around $1.2 million. You can build it even more magnificent on an 80-foot lot around $1.5 million, even less. You can maybe even put a pool in. But again, it depends on what your choices are. And of course, compared to a Nocatee, this house would easily be 1.5 plus the outdoor living, 1.8, 2 million, 2 million plus, okay? So this is definitely a lot more bang for your buck here in Silverleaf. We're a little further out west, but you're certainly going to get more house for the money. So this outdoor living space you see behind me is just under $400,000. You have a sunken in fire pit. You have a hot tub. You have this outdoor living space. You have the kitchen and all that. You can get carried away. But of course, if you're buying a home of this caliber, you want to consider the outdoor living space. You've got to fit that into your budget, because now we're going from 1.2 to 1.6. Or if you are at 1.4, then add all the outdoor living, you could be at 1.8. But in Northeast Florida, the weather is amazing most of the winter months, so you're really going to want to enjoy that outdoor living. You may want the option of extending this lanai, screening it with your retractable screens. You may want to cage in this area. There's so many different options. And again, that's why you have a real estate professional to guide you based on your needs and wants, to advise you through that process. Now with my team, we also include a person to attend design center with you. I myself will help you pick out those structural options, and then we also include services to have somebody go with you to design center to pick out the flooring, the countertops, the grout colors. It's a long process on a home this size, so we help provide an additional person that is experienced with a design background to attend those meetings with you, as well as the designers with the home builder as well, okay? On top of that, we're also going to include, as part of our services, that pre-drywall inspection and that final inspection. That is included in our services to you, because we think it is so important for you not only to have that inspection to make sure the home is built correctly, but also to have that historical data as well to resort back to should there be any problems with the home later on once you've moved in. So again, we have additional services that are included to represent you, to have an advocate on your behalf, and it costs you nothing. Our builder pays our broker commission as a marketing fee, whether you use a realtor or not. It does not make or change the difference in the price. So it is to your benefit to have an advocate through this process to guide through you with these additional services, a team of people to make sure that your home is built right and that you make the right selection and choices based on your needs and wants, okay? So if you have any questions, you can call me, text me, or email me. My information will be pinned to the comment section or into the description. This home takes about 10 to 12 months to build. One note I forgot to mention, the pavers in the front are included, but in the back, not so much, because we know that you're gonna build an outdoor living space to have the caliber of this home. Okay, I have another home tour of this home that you will see as the next video on top of this, as well as an overview of SilverLeaf. So check out that video and I'll see you there.